Hello everyone, this is Tom Shin. In this video, we'll use UART Communication to control the motor speed and display the motor status on an OLED screen. Let's start with the circuit configuration. Since the motor is powered only with 5 voltage, we need to remove the switch above the power port of the L298N motor driver and the switch on enable pin A and wire the circuit as shown. Here's a photo of the actual circuit. Next, we need to write down the code. We just need to add the OLED related files, but I have the one already, so I'll only write down the source code, the main C file. Over here, copy and paste it. We control the motor speed by entering values between 1000 to 2000 or minus 1000 to minus 2000 because we're using a frequency of 500 Hertz. By setting the prescaler to 108 and the counter period to 2000, we get 500 Hertz because our system clock is set like this, and if we set the prescaler to 108 divide with 2000, it will be 500 Hertz eventually. So we set the frequency to 500 Hertz, and to run the motor in the setup, you need to input at least a value of 1000. And on top of that, over here, whether the input value is positive or negative, the motor will only stop and reverse direction if the sign of the input value changes from the previous one. Otherwise, only the speed will change without stopping the motor. And on top of that, if we just enter the 0 value, then the motor will totally stop. And the rest of the code displays motor status information on the OLED screen, so it should be very easy to understand without further explanation. So now let's build the project and upload the binary file in GD32 all-in-one programmer. So you need to connect USB-B port to power up the FDDI chip, and you need to connect C-type USB to upload the binary file in DFU mode. And I already did it. The device DFU driver is detected and connect. Now browse the binary file over here, open it, and download it. Now the code has been unloaded. I'll enter the values I set randomly. So let's open the terminal, connect. So let's start with 2000. The motor is rotating at full speed in the right direction. Status information is on the OLED screen like this. So let's change the values. 1800. The speed slightly changed. Let's enter the negative number, minus 1800. Now, the direction of the motor has changed, and if you enter different negative number like this, 1200, only the speed will change. Let's enter one more negative number, minus 2000. Now I will change the number to positive number, 1500. The direction of the motor has changed again. Now if I enter the values out of range, 8000, it will be limited to the maximum speed value 2000, as you can see. And I will enter minus 9000. Also, the negative number is limited to the maximum speed value. As an exception, if we enter the 0, the motor totally stopped. So it all works well. And thanks for watching, and have fun with your embedded project. Thank you.